Get ready to tag you good folks. Oh, that popped on quick, didn't
It sure did. That
it?
means it. That means we ready.
We
We ready.
ready.
We ready, ready. All right, let's go.
Let's get it.
Welcome, everybody. It is Tuesday, so it is definitely time for the tea.
Oh my head.
Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. We see you with your fresh cut, Fatine.
No cut. Just washed it. That's it. It's blown
Oh,
out. That's
oh,
it.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life, everybody. I'm your host, Veronica, back with you on this Tuesday. What's going on, Victor? Brother Victor back with us tonight. Welcome back, Victor.
What's going on? I see Fatim is using that bell a little. Let's see how if he gonna keep using it.
Hmm.
I
A
see that
little
damn
loosely.
red hat you got on. That Philadelphia Phillies hat.
Hmm. Brother Fatine, all the way back with us, WBLS radio station, New York.
What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all?
Going on, good people? Hot enough for you?
Oh,
A little cool outside for me. A nice breeze out there. I mean, you can stand outside. It's a good working. You can work outside down here for the past couple of days. Really good. Really cool. Try
Okay.
to do that with a straight face. Shit, you
I'm
go
like,
out there,
wait a
you
minute.
melt. You
And
gonna
it's
melt.
coming from a New Yorker. I know you about to melt out here.
I ain't been out yet. I'm going out tonight, but not today. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Well, welcome to Tangy Tea of Life, everybody. Tangy Tea of Life being brought to you by Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica. Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Be a Gary Gym in Darlington. $5 a class. Come on out, burn a little sweat,
She
burn
work
some
your ass
cardio,
out.
and get your workout on.
Work
how you
yo.
know you ain't been yet?
I see it. I see it. Every week it gets more intense. Mm-mm.
You need to
Mm-hmm.
show up.
I know. Like you didn't think I was gonna show up this past Friday.
That's true. I didn't. I didn't. I
I
didn't.
know.
Had a great time.
Well, Victor and I back at it next weekend.
Doing what?
Oh yeah. I
See?
forgot. I thought it was. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's you right.
Not hosting, but we definitely in a hair show together.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know
Let's
how
get it.
that happened, but
I need to do something with this thing up here, boy.
we definitely
Mm-hmm.
going to be walking the runway again, united as one. Red Carpet Extravaganza Part 2. That's going down at the SIMT building in Florence, Saturday, June 25th. Let's see, showtime. Well, first doors open at 5 p.m. Cocktail hour, 6 until 7 p.m. Yes, showtime 7 until 11. We want to see all of you good people there supporting and just having fun. This is a huge hair show, so it's going to be a really nice event, and that's Saturday, June 25th. So hope to see you all there. And thank you, Cheryl. And if you need tickets, inbox me. 15, you want to buy a ticket? We'll talk after.
Mm-mm. Got a game up in New York this Saturday. Sorry.
Not this
Right?
Saturday.
No, did next Saturday.
Oh, the 25th. So
I
you'll
had a
be
game up in Philly this Saturday, but I'm not going.
out of town. Oh, you going back to play
Yeah.
ball?
Yeah.
Oh, that's serious there.
Yeah. And yeah, this is Father's Day weekend, right? Yeah. And
Yep.
Juneteenth.
Yep.
Victor, you work
Hey,
for a union. You off Monday?
No.
oh, we definitely shutting it down.
Why would I
Juneteenth,
be
you
off
ain't off
Monday?
Monday?
Huh?
Juneteenth is a federal holiday.
Bro, I don't even take Christmas off. So why would I be off Juneteenth?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
What's up, Patricia, Cheryl, Miss Sadie, Rodney? Hey, Karen. Hey, Sly. Thank you for the stars. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Lisa. Yes, guys, we are back. Am I the only one feel like, hey, it's the
Oh,
weekend, it's the weekend, and then it's like, bam, here's Tuesday, bam, here's Thursday. It's like
mm,
time is flying by.
hmm.
Like the weekends come and go, and we're back at it
I do
again.
have a question. This is not a topic, y'all, but Victor, when Mother's Day is about to hit, it's all that energy. Father's Day,
I
ain't
ain't
no
heard nothing.
mention, not no mention, no nothing. If I didn't say it's Juneteenth or Father's Day this Sunday, it's not a. I don't even want to ring the bell because that's the energy that we get.
So
Y'all got 5 days, okay? We'll bring some heat soon.
y'all ain't bringing nothing. I'm gonna tell you this
Mm-hmm.
because on Father's Day we do so much 364 days out of the year. Y'all can at least give us one day,
We do give you one day.
not of rest, because probably we're gonna be out there. Y'all need to cut the grass. Y'all need to do this, and y'all need to do that.
We will not ask you to cut the grass, and especially on the Sunday. On Father's Day, no. You could do it the day before or the day after, though. We just want you on a grill Sunday, okay?
See what I
See what
mean,
I'm
bro?
saying? That ain't happening. So
So I
Rodney,
want
stop it.
what he said.
get ready for
Get
some
ready for
socks
the.
and ties.
So not to sound too biased, I don't want to sound too biased, but I know someone that's giving a Father's Day massage special,
Mm.
and it's a hot stone massage, and
Oh,
either a foot. I'm trying to find the flyer right now because I don't remember everything it was, but a hot stone massage and like a foot detox and or something else for like $100. It's like $150 package, and this person is dropping it down to 100. Now, of course, I probably won't receive none of this shit, but I'm just saying,
Well,
that's
well, I
always an
don't.
option for you ladies,
Yeah.
to give your man.
And fellas,
that's
that's a
gonna be a
good
good one.
that's a good one because, like I said, and I'll say it again, when I was in Jamaica a couple of weeks ago, I got that full body massage and it is working. I'm not saying here. I mean, I think if a person know what they're doing, a massage is a massage. So, yo, don't leave it to the ladies, fellas, to go out there and
Was
take
your
care of
masseuse
themselves.
naked?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Mm-mm.
sorry, it's
I
your choice of a. Sorry, it's a hot stone massage or deep tissue massage with softening exfoliation treatments on hands and feet, and it's this week from June 12th to the 18th.
You know, I could have sold that right there. Like, you got to be sexy when you saying that because
yeah, you that was terrible,
somebody
Victor.
would have been like, "I want that."
Yeah, because
Well,
you
Send
didn't
it
do
to me
that
and let
one.
me read it.
Yeah, let her
well,
do that. But let
well.
me get back to Veronica for a minute. What do you mean naked? It was not a personal massage. It was
No,
a
I was just
business
asking because
massage.
you be all into it when you talk about that massage
Oh, that
from
massage
Jamaica.
was like, yo, yo.
Oh, okay, then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, listen up. Well, ladies, if you want to get your man this massage for Father's Day, or men, if you want to get this for yourself for Father's Day, here you go. Zenful, Zenful Escape Day Spa presents a Father's Day special. Your choice of hot stone massage or deep tissue massage with softening, exfoliate,
Exfoliating.
damn, yes, sir,
Exfoliate your fuck. Oops, sorry.
exfoliating treatments on hands and feet. Mm. This week only, June 12th through June 18th, $100. Regular price, $145.
Mm,
Location, 1517 East Bobo Newsom Highway, Unit 11 in Hartsville. Or you can visit us online, www.zenfoescape.com. Once again, guys, get up on this massage. Zenfo Escape Day Spa Father's Day Special. Your choice: hot stone massage or deep tissue massage.
I'm glad I wasn't Veronica's engineer. This is radio talk here. Because you know how many, that's another take, right? You know that.
Right, right, right.
You know, you got
Start
to take
over.
that over. I mean, I can edit, but damn, you got to take that one over. But that was good.
I need to do something with my. I need to do something with my feet. I
Yeah,
got.
you do, boy. Yes, you do.
I mean,
You do. You put
behind the scenes,
them critters
radio,
out there the other day.
I would have did that at least 5 times before I got it right. But because we're live, hey, y'all take that. All right.
Right. Yeah, that's
But
right.
yes, hey Cynthia, and that is the owner of Zen for Escape. You definitely can hit up Cynthia for that Father's Day special massage. The hot stone massage or the deep tissue massage. Wouldn't you just love for somebody to just dig deep?
Deep, wait, boy, this Freudian slip. deep,
Dig deep, huh?
deep. Wouldn't you want some deep? Hey,
Woo!
keep going. Wait a minute. Do tell.
Oh, y'all getting hot up in here?
Yeah, it is.
I ain't messing with y'all.
Well, we ain't messing with you.
And you know the excuse now, Vic. Oh, it's too hot for sex now. You know that's the excuse now, right? Damn, ain't no fans in the window. And listen, back in the day, they ain't have no air conditioning. They still had sex. So don't come up with that excuse. It's too hot to have sex now.
And some tail is not a good Father's Day present. Ain't nobody want that.
Oh no, don't say that. Now that
Well,
don't go that far. Don't go that far now, boy.
don't come around
Don't
there
go
with
that
no
far,
bow
boy.
on yourself. That ain't gonna work.
That'll work.
Oh,
After breakfast is served. Yeah, that'll work.
They supposed to be doing that anyway.
That's right, Bo.
y'all see how the views went up when I was reading that?
No, they went up when we talked about sex.
Come
When you
on
talked
in.
about deep, that's when it started to go up.
You know what? I can't. I can't. Well, yes, guys, that would be a nice Father's Day. That would be a nice Father's Day gift, a massage. Everybody needs a massage, and men definitely. You guys need massages as well. So,
And we ain't talking about the little half-ass massage y'all like giving when we get home from work. Where y'all,
oh,
my hands
these
hurt.
hands right here work, honey. All right. I wanted to do that at one point, but I guess God had other plans. These hands right here.
Magic.
Yes.
I hear you, Magic. Uh-uh.
Rub your
You
hands
know what?
together. Wait, rub your hands together again.
Nope.
It's supposed to be a little softer than that. Okay, that's what I say.
I didn't put any lotion on. I got
I
in the
was like,
shower,
wait
right?
a minute.
They
You
are really
scratching.
dry.
She scratched herself.
I was supposed to. You weren't supposed to hear that.
Shit. Shit.
Anywho, they're gonna be soft when I rub them on your body, right?
Mhm.
All right. So, anywho, I hope you all enjoy your Father's Day that's coming up for real. But okay, let's get into this email letter. It was kind of lengthy. I had to, shorten it up a little. Um, so if she's watching, I'm sorry about that, but
Why
it
you
was
ain't got to shorten
really,
it up?
huh?
You ain't got to shorten it up. Y'all don't like short stuff, remember?
Well, it depends on what it is. But it was really lengthy. Okay. So here we go. Y'all ready?
We born ready.
Pay attention. All right. So it says, "Hi everyone.
Hi.
I've been in a relationship with my friend I met in junior high school for 5 years now. He got himself into some trouble. Yes, we were in a relationship at this time, and he ended up in prison. He is now serving a 14-year sentence and will be a free man come 2025. We are engaged. He asked me in 2018 to become his bride, and I said yes. I love this man with all of me, but the problem is that he is very jealous and doesn't trust me. He stays on the phone with me 24/7 while I'm at work, when I'm cooking, while I'm shopping, etc. We're always on the phone. He had me to set up cameras around the house to make sure no other man comes over. He's always watching the house and asking, "Who is that?" He's very controlling, doesn't want me wearing certain clothing, and is always telling me how to run things at the house. We have always been close, like best friends since junior high, and I've never witnessed this type of behavior until we got into the relationship 5 years ago. My question to you all: do you think he's going to be the same person when he get out of prison, or do you think he's this way because he's locked up and just having some sort of meltdown? I love him and don't want to lose him, but at the same time, I don't want to live like I'm behind prison walls and can't live my life. I'm confused on what to do. So, my thing is, like we always say, we can't tell someone to stay, we can't tell someone to go.
Hmm.
You have to make that decision on what you want to do with your life and with that relationship. I feel like someone that is that jealous and that controlling, where you have to stay on the phone with me day and night. I can't even work without you being on the phone with me. I can't have a me time and go shopping without you being on the phone with me. I can't cook without you being on the phone with me because you are so concerned about, will I be talking to someone else? Give me me time. I don't like for people to be all up in my space. That's just me. Some people may love it, but I need breathing room. So that being said, that's a strike for me. Then you said he tells you what to wear. That's a strike. You said that he made you set cameras up around the house to see who is coming, who is going. Strike three. You did say that he wasn't like this when, because you all been friends since junior high school. He was never, you never witnessed this behavior before until you all got into this relationship 5 years ago. They do talk about red flags and, signs of when you should leave and things not right. And, these are your red flags. And it's up to you to take them or to disregard the red flags. Will he change when he get out of prison? That is your question. Do we think he will change, or because you feel like he's having a meltdown because he's behind bars? Well, he's serving a 14-year sentence, right? You said that he wasn't this way. Okay, Victor, do your math. So, what is that? 11 years he already served? Does he have a
Yeah.
14-year sentence? 2025 he's getting out. So he's been in there 11 years, but you just noticed this behavior um 5 years when y'all got into the relationship. So if he's showing you those things now, I feel like he will probably be the same way when he get out of prison, if not more controlling and more jealous. But like I said, we can't tell you when to leave a relationship, and that's for everybody that's seeing in relationship topics and what they should do. And we can't tell you to leave or to stay. I mean, that's your choice. You say you love this man. I just say pay attention. Pay attention to the signs and what he's doing. He's definitely controlling your life, and he's not even there with you physically. This man is behind bars and he's controlling your life, and you are letting him control your life. I get it that we do a lot of crazy things when it comes to love, but sometimes we have to open our eyes and we really have to wake up and realize that that person may not be for us, even though we love them so much. Just may not be the one for us. And I'm gonna pass it over to Victor.
So I don't understand how they got into a 5 year relationship and he in jail. I will never understand how y'all women do that. I know we gonna sit here and say, I'll never tell nobody, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you leave that motherfucker alone. It's a no brainer. This dude is controlling you from jail, and who is paying this phone bill that he has? I don't get it. And why are you spending money on somebody who's not even putting into your income? This is just me. I'm just a observer, and I'm a pastor for team after I say this. Ma'am, you got you somebody who is out of your league, and you're doing anything you can to keep him. Let that dude go. Because if he was out, he probably wouldn't even date you. That's what I'm looking at it as. So we'll probably get more into it, but I'm gonna pass it to Fatima.
Yeah, because they was friends since junior high. So
Yeah, but they
go
wasn't
ahead.
sleeping together.
Don't know that
That
part,
we
but
that we don't that we yeah we don't
yeah,
know.
we
So
don't
if
know
she'll
that.
put in, if my thing is, if she will put in that she's getting controlled and she's got cameras up and letting him know, she would have said, "Well, we had a." I feel like she would have not threw out that detail. They ain't had sex shit, man. She might have blew on his. She might have spoken to his mic, but he ain't never penetrated her. I can you can I already get the vibe of what kind of dude this is.
Yeah, well, I ain't going that far because if they in junior high school and they were in a 5 year relationship, they most likely had some intimacy there. But that's here no there. I don't give a damn if they did or they not.
No,
I
they
don't
wasn't
give
in
a
junior high when they got in a relationship. They got in a relationship while he was locked up.
5 years they've been in a relationship.
yeah.
Five
And
years
he's been
now.
in
And he been
jail
in there, yeah.
11.
So you're right, probably not. Okay, cool. So both of y'all have said really interesting things. I thought about the red flag, what you said, Veronica. Victor, I'm with you about you wrote the letter, and we at the end of the day we can give advice, but you're gonna have to. It's gonna come down to you to make your decision. But I'm gonna give you advice, and like the people the folks here said, and like Victor said, get the hell out of there. But you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. But maybe you need to push because you see the red flags your damn self. Now, first of all, I don't know what he did. We all can make mistakes. So because someone goes to jail, because we had somebody on here that had made a mistake, went to jail, and he got his life together and came out and became a good man. But the bottom line is, I didn't know that you committed a crime because your ass has been in jail with him. You've been in jail and you put yourself in jail. You put yourself in jail. You allow this man to speak to you day in, day out. As Victor said, I don't know how he does that to have that kind of freedom to talk as much as you saying, unless you just
Oh,
using
they
that
no,
as the
they have
latitude.
cell phones in there.
Okay, cool. So that's number one. Then number two, um, to put cameras in your life, and that basically you are basically he's insecure because he put his ass in there. Now again, we all can make mistakes, but because he made a mistake, you don't have to be in jail for it. But you're in jail because now you're allowing somebody to invade your privacy in cameras there. If you was married to him and he was out, would you want your husband to put cameras in the house just to see what you was doing when he's not home? What kind of nonsense is that? Okay, where's your self-esteem, young lady? Don't mean to beat you up, but this is like, yo, this is like one of these here. Wake up, wake up. You're serving this here. Do you think it's going to get better? Hell no, it's not going to get better. And then he comes home. He's either it's going to get worse because he's used to that. And when a person is used to something, it's hard for them to pull back. It's hard for them to pull back because you know why? Because they feel if they pull back, you're going to slip through the cracks and do something. So they're going to continue or exacerbate it and get worse with it. Okay. And then the worst thing is, then you come home and been loyal, and then he drops you like a hot potato or turns around and steps out on you. So Yeah, I would tell you to give him a chance if he acted a little bit more sensible, allowed you to be the woman that you are. In a sense, you didn't go to jail, so you should be able to move to and fro. I don't have a problem you talking with him and giving him a sense of security that you're not doing anything. But to put cameras in your house, that's too far. That's the big red flag. That ain't the red flag. That's red paint. And he got to go.
I just don't understand is why you locked the cootie cat down just because he locked down. I don't get that. Like, how did he even reach out to you from like it's it amazes me how much power some of these guys have from jail to influence multiple women to do whatever it is that they want. I've seen so many women get played by men in jail because, like somebody said, they'll have multiple women writing them because you ain't the only one, and
Right.
you may be. And I'm not trying. I don't really want to down my man because I don't know what he did, and I really don't care what he did. But the thing is statistically speaking, if he met you in jail, y'all didn't have no relationship before jail. He met you in jail, and now he wants you to wait, and y'all engaged. She
They
said
didn't meet
engaged,
in
right?
jail though. They didn't meet in jail.
They
They
had
knew each
what
other since junior high school, right?
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that they were knew each other before the jail. You didn't have no interest in this woman until you was like 7, 8 years into your bid. Now all of a sudden you wanna settle down. Come on, man. Come on, ma'am. I need for you to be a little bit more smart about this. You changing your whole life for somebody who can't even get you a glass of water when you thirsty right now.
Mm.
Mm. Now listen to this. Now, young lady, let me just say this: it's this is not the same scenario. It just made me think. How did y'all meet in jail? I wonder if you're a security guard or a correction officer or whatever. But here nor there.
Why do
Let's
y'all
look
keep saying they met in jail? They didn't meet.
The relationship started while he was in
in
jail.
jail, right?
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think it. I think it started before then. But go
Well,
ahead.
But she didn't say that. She didn't
yeah,
say
but
that.
What did I
what?
tell you before the show? But go ahead.
Yeah. So
There's a lot that I. Go ahead.
well, that's what I'm saying. If you just yeah, right. So my thing is there more to this story that we need to know to give a more detailed answer?
Well, you need to read the whole thing.
Dang, because if we missing something, then well, put it like this: we all look at the situation where you saw the um the deputy. This was last month, I believe. The deputy
Mhm.
broke out the guy from prison,
My
and a
cousin.
lot of people say, why would that woman give up her her pension? Because this woman was almost at retirement. Why would she give up her job, her pension, and looking from the outside in? I'll just use that as a
Don't
right,
wiggle your fingers.
right. But right. But
No.
so that's what we the point I'm getting to, Victor, is when you look from the outside in, young lady, when you in something, you can't see it. If you're an alcoholic and you're hanging around alcoholic friends, you don't see that you're really a drunk, or you don't see how drunk it you are till you step out of that crowd. So right now you're in the middle of this, and you did say you love him, and I'm not gonna get in here and question your love, but love causes us to do a lot of stupid things.
Yeah.
It causes us to do a lot of stupid things. So I just use that as an example that it's great to love someone and to feel infatuated and feel that that person is giving it back to you, and you may feel that he's showing you love because he's always on the phone with you, and by putting cameras in, he just wants to show that he loves you. Girl, that's just warped behavior.
Well, and let me say this: when I receive letters and I've they ask me, I mean, of course they already know that they're going to stay anonymous, but when they keep saying I don't want anybody to know it's me, blah 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 blah, I feel like there's some type of maybe a little fear or whatever. But when you're given like detail messages, I mean, somebody that knows you or know them can easily figure out that is that person. So in the sake of um keeping someone safe or anonymous, things that I feel like is should I call it a red flag that someone
No,
will figure out.
no, you're right.
I
You're
don't
doing the
want to
right thing.
do that.
You're doing the right thing.
So,
Yeah, you're doing the right
so
thing.
answer this: were they having sex before he went to jail? So okay, so that's a big thing then. So they were having sex. Okay, so that changes things. So they were having sex before they went to jail, but they were not in a relationship.
Right.
Okay, then. So it is about the dick. That's exactly what it is. She want to lock it down.
So,
That's it.
Not
Because
everything is
you
about the sex, Victor.
understand this.
ain't
I
nobody gonna wait
handled
no
this.
damn 11 years for. I don't care how good it is. She ain't gonna wait no damn 11 years to put herself through that crap.
This is the thing. I wasn't good enough for you when you were out. You wanted to run around and do this and do that. I assume he was running around because you didn't lock her down. But as soon as you've been sitting behind, I feel like whoever you was with must have didn't pan out or left you straggling or whatever. And now you want to lock me down. So, and my gullible ass is gonna do it. She probably was a jump off to start with. I feel like now because they did have sex, she was a jump off and she got promoted. But ma'am, as soon as he get out after about the second or third month, your ass gonna go back to the jump off list.
Yeah, yeah,
This is like what's gonna happen.
yeah.
She's the
And I,
fiance.
yeah, he's a fire.
And
Yeah,
listen,
but when did they get and see that's what I'm saying. When you in jail, it comes down to magazines or books or whatever. So now you got a girl that's visiting you. You got a girl that you can talk to. It helps you get through the times. That's part of having what you need to get through what you need to do in the sense of the time that you have to put in to get out of jail. And again, I'm not getting here questioning the love, but the red flags is just big and they're giant, and there's no way around this. There's no way around this. There's no damn way around this with the cameras being on the phone with you all the time and then telling you what to wear. What kind of look, young lady, I don't want to be disrespectful, but if you was my family member, I would say, what kind of fool are you? If you allowing a man to dress you, you're not no kid.
Well, I mean, see, I think Mike is with me when he's saying I don't know where it started because I see that y'all are going back and forth, but I think Mike is saying that it doesn't have anything to do with sex, and I'm with him, Victor. Not everything
It's about
comes down
sex.
to sex. That's
Yeah.
not every woman stay in a relationship because of sex.
put that up.
LOVE has a lot to do with it as well,
But
and
in order to get the love, I got to at least hit a certain spot. Come
what
on.
what are you
That's not
telling me that
true. That's not true, Victor.
right?
It's not
Sex
true.
isn't. I'm telling you,
You could have a
everybody
crush
don't
on
stay in a
somebody
relationship
without
because
being
of sex.
sexually in there because you think it doesn't always have to
So
be.
you love, so you mean to tell me you mean to tell me you can sit here and be in a loving relationship with somebody who does not stimulate you physically?
I'm not
That's
saying that.
saying that. That's not what we're saying though. See,
Dude, so
that's
how in
not.
the hell can you be with somebody for 5 years if you have not been physically
But they
stimulated?
have been physically. But
Yeah,
you
but that's
they,
not the
So then
main
it's
reason.
about the sex.
no, it's not
That's
always
not
about the
the main reason why
sex,
she's
Victor.
staying.
But
Listen,
that's
all
just
right.
part of being in a relationship. That it's not always about just about the sex, Vic.
Bro, we gonna all right. We can one if this shit all night long. This is what I'm saying. If you are with somebody who
Mhm.
does not physically stimulate you, are you gonna stay in that relationship?
No, if you in that relationship, if you not physically stimulated, but in
Thank
this
you.
situation, you got to realize there's expectations. There's a difference between being in a relationship and not being satisfied and not being happy, and being in a relationship with expectations. There's a difference for the expectations
So
and
tell me what the
disappointment.
so tell me what I'm saying is we're debating that it's not all about the sex.
It's not
No one.
always all about the sex.
Right.
Dog, it's not all. Listen, I get it. 100% of the time, I get it. I get it. It might not always be about the sex, but you better
Mhm.
make me come at least one point in time in this relationship. Somebody got to give
I
up
mean,
something.
Victor, don't get me wrong. Sex is important in a relationship. But when you say it's all about the sex, that is not true because it's not always about the sex. People really do genuinely care about other people
Yeah,
who they're with. And it doesn't come down to just
yeah.
the sex part.
Yeah. And
But the
there are
reason
women
I'm
that
with
are
you,
in, wait, Vic, there's women that are in relationships that are not married. So I'm not talking about being married and going and get a that kind of visit where you can have intimacy, in jail.
you
I'm
can't
talking
do that
about
no more. That's outlawed. No more conjugal visits. But go ahead.
that may
There's
be
no
that.
such thing as
Oh, in
conjugal
the
visits.
whole 50 states?
All 50 states, look it up. But go ahead.
I'll look that up. So
Okay.
the bottom line is if somebody's in a relationship and they loved one gets locked up, the guy gets locked up, and he has to do these 11 years. You can't sit there and say that that woman won't be, she won't. What's the word? What's the word?
Faithful,
Oh,
Not that's not the
withheld,
word.
with
stupid,
No, that's not the word.
stand
taken
down,
advantage of,
No.
clink clink,
Huh?
foolish,
clink
No.
clink.
foolish. Oh,
Nah, don't worry about it. It's celibate. You can't sit there and say that woman won't be celibate for that bid if she loves that man. What I'm saying is I wouldn't even have a problem with this. The problem I have, that's why I don't want to make it more than what it is that these red flags that this guy is doing. Because her question to us, we going, and even though we go off track, she asked us a specific question. So I'm trying to stick with it, giving her this advice. The red flags there. So I can't sit there and say a woman, I've had family members that stayed faithful that I know of till while their man was locked up and they wasn't married, dude.
but
And
you
they stayed
said,
faithful.
but listen to what you said. They were together before he got locked up. That's a big difference. They
But
were not together before they got locked up. They were just hitting.
but they've
Doesn't
been
matter.
friends since junior
I
high.
don't give. Listen, I've been friends with people that I no. At the end of the night, your ass locked up. I'm laying in my bed. If you think I'm gonna sit here, if we ain't had no strong ties before you did that stupid
I
shit,
think. Yeah.
what's that?
Go ahead.
This is the thing. I don't know all the details, so I'm only speaking from what I'm giving. No one stays in a relationship. I don't care how much I love you. If you do not physically stimulate me, how in the hell can I stay there? Because it may sound selfish, but at the end of the night, if I don't get that real gushy, oozy feeling, then why am I here? I
But
can love you and be with somebody who I also love and am physically attracted to and stimulated by. Like
but that
why would I even put myself through that torture?
that's not even in your top five though.
I tell y'all a lot of shit on this show, and y'all believe me. So I'm gonna just let that
Oh, oh, okay. Well, I was just going by what you said.
It is amazing that we sitting up here saying, and young lady, I'm not throwing you under the bus, but we assuming something because he talks to you all the time, and I'm not saying this is that you're a bad person, but because he talks to you day and night, and he puts a camera in the house, still don't mean you can't do something if you don't want to scratch that itch. You can do that if you choose to,
I
and then go through this nonsense with him because at the end of the day, you're getting that. But you didn't write the letter about that. You basically wrote the letter. What should you do? And are you blah, blah, blah. And the red flags are there. And I just don't think that this guy is for you because he's controlling. And most of the comments are saying the same thing that address that. He is too controlling. And when you see that red flag, that's that kind of control is on the borderline or crosses the line of abuse. Okay? That's abuse because he's not trusting you. So he's staying on the phone, and you know why he's staying on the phone. Now, if you choose and you enjoy that and think that is love, then you have a warped definition of love, but that's your definition of love. And if you love him like that and you want to accept that, then don't complain about it and then don't write us on it. That's all the bottom line. That's what I got.
Tanya says some people in love, but they don't have sex till marriage.
Oh
And
boy.
that's true.
That's
That's
true.
true.
Yeah,
That's true. But
that's
there's
what I'm
But
saying.
it's
It's
true,
not
but that's a
all.
small percentage, Tanya.
thank you. We
But
could, like I
what
said, we could run it all night.
her point is, It's not always about the sex. People actually love and care for people and don't base it upon the sex. Victor loved to say, "Oh, it's about this." No. Can people genuinely care and love for someone?
Yes, but you still have to physically stimulate me. At the
Yeah,
end of the night, you that has to happen.
that has to happen. I get that. Yes, you are correct. But that doesn't have to be the main reason why I'm in this relationship with you.
What I'm saying is, you, you're. I'm not saying the main reason. When I say it's about the sex, this guy can have all these different great qualities. But if he got a little wee wee, y'all be like, you know what, girl, I just couldn't do it. See, and that's it, and that's what I'm saying.
But we
Michael just
know we make that decision early on, and we ain't waiting 4 and 5 years to make that decision. And well, I mean, to each his own. But I'm
yeah,
just saying,
because then y'all always got somebody who will, you know what I'm saying, knock it out the park.
right? Well,
Exactly.
I'm
Y'all
saying
always
right to
keep
Kay,
somebody on
her
speed
comment,
dial sitting
huh?
in the cut, huh?
No, I was saying right to Kay's comment. But go ahead. What you were saying, Victor?
She said, well, I said I speak on what makes it work for me. Not everyone is on that page. I mean, and I'll say this, everybody who I've come in contact with, and I'm talking about friends, people I've run around with, whatever. We humans, we how we react with the world is by, what I'm saying, I messed up what I want to say. But anyway, basically what I'm saying is you have to stimulate me in some form of fashion in order for me to continue a relationship with you, whether it's conversation, whether it's this. And as this thing grows and we build trust and we build love, we're going to see each other naked. And if I don't like what I see or I don't like the way it feels, I'm not going to stay. I get when we get older, some of the things that is not that important to us anymore, but we still want to be physically stimulated.
So let me ask you all this. So I'll go on this, and I don't care. Again, I'm not being personal. I'm only making this statement because y'all know the inside thing. But I sit back and I think, as an adult, as a grown, when I say adult, I'm talking about from high school, college years on up. Every serious relationship that I've been in, and the question to y'all is, do you wait? I mean, I didn't wait. Didn't wait.
You
You don't
wait.
sit there and wait. That's why I keep saying sometimes we tend to take sex and separate it from a relationship, and it's part of coming together. And I just don't know too many people that got in a relationship, stayed in it for so long, and didn't share intimacy. And to me, it's part of it. And most of the time, before you even get into a serious relationship or take it to the next level, you most likely have experienced some type of intimacy.
So, what's your question?
My question is to y'all: Have, as adults, have y'all been in a relationship that it took a long time before you got to intimacy, where you got into a serious relationship?
What you call a long time?
Months.
I mean, if I was like 15 or
I
some
said
shit.
adult. I said adult. I said in your adult years.
So let me say this.
You
I have I have been in relationships where I had to wait. I've been in relationships where I had sex and then something happened and I had to wait and I didn't cheat because the bond was already there. But we had already had sex. So it's like
That's what I'm
I
saying.
knew
That's what I'm
Wait.
saying.
So you already had sex, or you didn't have sex? You
You
waited.
already have
Oh,
sex.
y'all had sex, but then you waited, and then.
because something happened. Yeah. But
But
there's nothing.
that's not a good example because you already had tested the waters.
You
We
test the
talking
water, and
about,
that's the point I'm making. We
yeah.
tend to test the waters even before we take it to that next level. That's my question.
So regardless, I mean, yes, there is a waiting period, but the thing is that if you make me wait too long, it's just like when you fishing, bro. I'm going to move
Mhm.
to another pond.
That's true. That's true. Veronica,
What was the question?
in your adult life,
Did I
in
wait?
a serious relationship, not, not, I'm not asking you a personal little thing. In a serious relationship, did you wait, or was it part of getting it, getting to the next level of getting into your committed relationship at that particular time? Did you wait till you got into a committed relationship, or was it the process till you got into leading you into a committed relationship that intimacy took place?
I think by us doing that, I think it led to the
Right.
committed.
That's all I'm saying. That's the point I'm making. That's the point. We ain't got to get deep into our specific. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that, you know, yeah, she said enough. Yeah, I ain't trying to expose nobody. I'm just trying to say that as we as adults, you know,
I mean,
things. Yeah.
to each his own. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Who wants to wait, who don't want to wait. To each his own. I mean, you're talking about adults. You're not talking about, we teenagers or, in our 20s and, we thinking, oh, this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we adults. If you want to bust that move, bust the move. Like, you adults. You know what to do. You know what the outcome will be. Protect yourself. If not, be aware you could get an STD. You could, get pregnant,
You or nothing could happen and you could be happy.
or nothing could happen, and you could be happy. I
I
mean,
mean, we got to stop focusing on the worst of everything. You can come out here
I'm
and
just
you can
saying.
get your back blowed out in the back of this car, and then we can go off into the sunset and live together and be together for 50 years.
Right.
But I'm
That's true.
just saying, like, no one has, I have yet to see the rose petals with the bed, with the damn high backboard, with the damn lace around the bed. Y'all with this fairy tale shit. Listen, come around here 7 to 10 minutes. You're gonna get two, maybe three positions, and we're gonna go to sleep. And we're gonna
Oh,
wake up
you
in the
switching it
morning.
up now. Okay. One
I've been
time it
drinking
was
beet
one
juice.
position.
I've been drinking beet juice. But that's what I'm saying though. Like, we sit here and a porno movie will make some people have unrealistic expectations. And I get what Nikhil was saying, talking about every
What you
man that
say?
got an anaconda. Yeah, that's true. But you better make me feel like I'm fucking doing something. Make me feel like I'm the man. To me, that's what it's about. Like, I'm gonna make you feel like you special. You should make me feel like I'm special. And as we grow to love each other, then that's when you can see the real genuineness about it. But in the early stages of it, you're just kind of getting to know each other. It's to me, it's I don't know if it's real, but it's hard to tell. So
Hmm.
with somebody in prison, how can I sit here and tell you? I'm sitting here telling you my day, all you got is time to listen. Yeah, you being attentive and all this other stuff. But what's gonna happen when I need you to really listen and you out? Is this dude really gonna do that for you?
I said this before. We kind of went down this road before.
John.
I disagree with Victor on this one. I'm sorry, but I rather know in the beginning. We talked about this with the DJ from the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy, when his wife mentioned about what wasn't happening, how she was faking, and it's a letdown. And I think it's a worse letdown if it's been lied upon. Don't
Man,
come and make
10
me feel
years.
good if it ain't good.
We're
And
talking
if
10
there's
years.
a way you can improve on it, or if it can't, huh?
10 years she been faking.
Faking. So
That's
I
what
don't
she
believe in
say
with
now.
yourself. Yeah, but
That's
I don't
crazy.
believe in what you. I mean, me and you. I I'm cool with Victor. Don't think I'm disagreeing with him. Not. I just don't believe in that because I tell you, after 5 or 6 years, and then they come back and tell you that, that's one of the worst letdowns. And then you
Right.
be like, what the hell I've been doing? And then you think everything is a lie. Where in the beginning, you can make that, you can have that conversation. And if this is not for y'all, y'all can go separate ways and deal with it. Like, just deal with it. But just to make me feel good because we married, and that's where we got into that whole thing about rice. I'm not lying to you, because that's what you do when you start building up the house of lies. It's nothing. Then each lie that falls, that house falls down. So
You need
I'm
to
not gonna
tell one
lie
lie,
and
you gotta
tell
keep it
her
going.
that she's hitting it and she ain't moving. She just laying there. No, I'm not gonna sit there and make her feel good if she just laying there.
First of all, Envy got money. So let's Joe
I
Brown,
just
the
used
bus
it as an
driver.
example.
Joe Brown, the bus driver. Miss Brown would have been in the whole ass if she ain't got hers in 10 years. Let me tell you something. Fatine, if you and Oprah got together and Oprah burned the rice, you can sit here and talk this shit, but you ain't gonna
Right.
tell her. You ain't gonna tell her nothing. You gonna eat that burn ass rice.
No,
You
I'm
can
not.
sit. Okay, well then you
I
miss
ain't
out
gonna
on
eat
your
that
blessing.
burnt rice. I'm gonna tell you that. I
Okay,
don't
well
give a
you miss out on your
damn.
blessing. I'm gonna eat that $1 billion
It's
burn
my,
ass rice, and I'm
you
gonna
got it.
sit back and I'm gonna grease her little
That means you
hard
could be
ass
bought. That
wheel
means
because I
money
know she
can
got
buy
coins.
you. That means money is
Uh
so
oh.
like we say, sex ain't everything, money ain't everything. And I think some of the women and men in this comment in the past have said that. And money ain't everything. You can't, maybe everybody may have a price, but I'm not going to eat no burnt rice. I
See,
don't give a damn how much millionaire your ass is.
see, what I don't get is there are certain things that shouldn't be shared in the world if our relationship is real. You mean to tell me I'm gonna sit here, I ain't made you climax in 10 years, and there's nothing physically wrong with you. I have never made you climax in 10 years. And we haven't had this conversation, but you come on my show to let everybody know that. And
Right.
even if you did this shit for ratings, bro, why would you do that?
Right. That's crazy. When I heard
Because
that, go
because
ahead.
the women he cheated with, all they got to say is, well, shit, he made me come.
And start that fire all over again.
So, like, I don't get that. Like, it's
Yeah.
certain shit that happens in these four walls that I will never discuss with anybody because I have respect for those people,
Right.
whether we made it or not. But I'm still not going to give out no juicy details. Well, she do this or she do that. It's
I
like
agree. I agree.
Right.
you don't do
I
that.
agree. I agree. I agree. And and doing that is not cool. And to have it done to you ain't cool. That's all to it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle says money can't buy me. I want to love a person for who they are, not for what they have.
Let me back up. Money can't buy you, but it can rent your ass. Let
That's a
me
different story.
let me back
That's a
up.
different. That's a different story. Now I
So
can agree with
so
that one.
not to be disrespectful before she start typing, just hear me out.
Go ahead and type, Michelle.
No, hear about
1 month,
Michelle.
you met a man, good for 1 month. All right, person, and you kind of dating two people at the time, or dating. You're not sleeping with him. You're dating. One man wants to take you to Golden Corral. One man wants to take you to Greece for the week.
Don't look at me.
And
Fatigue. Just
just look
answer
at
for the women.
indecent. I'm with you. And look at the movie Indecent
Depends on who
Proposal.
I like the
Indecent
best.
Proposal is right
No,
there.
see, I get it, but
You're
yo,
right.
you going to Greece?
You going to Greece? The
You
Indecent Proposal showed that. I mean, at the end it became something but
But I'm
at the
still going to go
beginning,
to Corral
money.
when I come back, though. I'm going to go to Corral.
no, you ain't going to Golden Corral. You ain't going to Golden Corral. You gonna sit your butt down, and you gonna tell all your friends, "Oh, you posting." So how you gonna sit here and went to Greece for a week? Cause I'm getting in them pictures. Or you think I done spent all this money and I ain't slid in some of them photos? Oh shit, hell no. There you go. And you go, and that's it. So when I'm saying renting, I'm not. that is pretty much a purchase right there. I bought the coochie. I
What?
Most of us,
outbidded him.
That don't mean I'm getting.
most of men buying coochie. What are you
What
talking
I'm
about?
That don't
saying
mean I'm
is, I
getting.
Marriages
outbidded him.
buying coochie. What are you talking
Yeah,
about? Yeah.
I bought it. I outbidded him. He
That
couldn't.
don't mean
He
you
couldn't
getting
match
none
it.
because we go to Greece.
You said what?
That don't mean you getting any because
Oh,
we
you
going to
gonna
Greece.
give it? Oh, you gonna bend over?
Where you gonna stay at?
Shit,
Outside?
with the pigeons in Greece,
Must be.
cause you gonna fly the coop with them some bees.
Oh, so just because you fly me to Greece mean I got to
You
deal with
gonna
the
bend it
dog?
over?
Yes.
You be out. Yep. I
If
ain't
I
taking it.
listen, if we
Mm-hmm.
go,
Yeah, shit. What's the purpose of flying you to Greece?
Oh, so
What's so
that's telling
special
me what
about
kind of
you?
that's telling me
if I
what kind
fly
of
you to
men.
Charleston, we doing something.
What?
It's like
If I fly you to Charleston, we doing something. The hell you talk about Greece?
flying to
I ain't
Greece.
got to take you that far. Listen, if we get in the car and we go from here to Lamar and back, I'm expecting something. Gas $50 a gallon. Oh, and especially if I come to your house right now. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Rodney said you might stay in Greece if nothing popping.
And he's talking to you.
I know. I know.
Yeah, you get ready to feed them
Well, I
pigeons.
will fly myself back, darling.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Go and fly yourself back. And I'm sitting, and I'm telling you, all these women, they know. I ain't lying.
Just if I could just go to cry and get greased down afterwards, bump grease.
See? Now, see, right now, she's sitting there. I bet as soon as she typed that, she was in there looking in her closet. I wonder if I got enough luggage to go to. Y'all going. Y'all going. I know y'all
Look,
going.
look at Michelle. I'm going to Golden Corral. I can take myself to Greece.
But
Yep.
why spend 5,000-6,000 when you don't have to? All you got to do is be uncomfortable for about 8 minutes. That's it.
I'm sorry. You said
You
it
know,
that
there's
way.
another. Yeah, I
I'm
want to
out.
bring up. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying Victor put it that way. I don't know if I'm going to Greece. Be uncomfortable for 7 to 8 minutes.
But what I'm saying is pretty much if you dating two guys, one and that's what I'm saying. Like when I say a man can rent you for a minute, man, one guy wants to take you somewhere local, one guy wants to take you somewhere international. You know what I'm saying? It's that whole mindset. Oh, I want to travel and see the world, but for what?
You know what that reminds me of, Victor?
What's
That
that?
Tyler Perry movie when she had the country boy husband. He was just down to earth. He really didn't, like the fame, the lights, the camera. I mean, you know what I'm saying. And then she meet this dude that have his own jet, and she started going on these trips with
That's what I'm
him.
looking up now. That's what
He
I
got
was getting ready to look up
he
right
got this
now.
I think it was a Corvette, this red candy apple Corvette, and just living
Temptation, temptation, I was looking it up when you said it.
temptation. That reminds me of that movie.
And I said the
And
same
how he
thing.
switched her just like that from her man that she
But
was
look
in
at
love.
that. Let's go into that, Veronica, because I was looking it up while you said it. We thought on the same wavelength. That's the danger when sometimes that's the danger when you fall in love with your childhood sweetheart. And not to say that it doesn't work, but sometimes, and you hear I hear females, and it gets a little raw sometimes. Girl, you just got just one penis, blah blah blah. You need the variety or this, that, and the other. And in that movie, her husband was so predictable that it became routine. And that guy had the money, he had the flash, he was savvy in the sense of creativity. You understand? And he caught her mind and her body. He captured her mind and her body, and
Mhm.
she went with it. Of course, we know that the ending was not a good ending,
Right.
But at the end of the day, and that movie caught me off guard because I didn't know it was going to hit that. That stopped me in my tracks because
That
that's
was a
one of the things
great
that I
movie.
lay out a great movie because that one of the things with that whole thing with HIV and AIDS that stops me in my tracks. But what I'm saying is that's why I keep saying people need to date because if you don't date, you don't know what else is out there, how people can different variety of people, different variety of intimacy. It's a whole thing. And then when you get in a relationship, and then it gets to the whole hum day in, day out, and then somebody
Listen,
walks up on you and says something that makes you smile, and it makes your bottom part smile, then it creates a problem.
What's the
that's
bottom part
when,
start with?
Punani.
uh-huh. That's why you have to keep an open mind in a relationship. You cannot do the same thing over and over and over again where it gets stale and it get boring. Oh, I know what time we getting ready to do this. I know what time he coming to bed. I know what time he gonna pull my panties to the side. I know what time, blah, blah, blah. Nobody wants that routine because that's when the relationship starts falling apart. And then when that man, if he gets attention from another woman, because see, we know how to control our mind. We well, some of us know how to control our mind and know how to stay focused on that relationship that we're in. Some of us know how to, okay, let's try to focus on this relationship and let's try to get this relationship right. Let's try to get this relationship back on track. What I need to do to get my man back looking at me. Take a shoulder. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
what I need to do
Mm-hmm.
instead of going out there and trying to, someone else getting our attention. That's why it's so important to keep that relationship fresh.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Vic, go ahead.
would you sacrifice your goals for love?
No, I'm not.
Um, my goals, like putting something aside that
I'm
I
gonna
want to
mute you.
do,
I'm gonna mute y'all for a minute.
Okay.
um, to make my significant other happy. Will I
Not
put my,
I didn't say that. All I said
oh,
was, will you sacrifice your goals for love?
are we in a relationship or what?
We're talking about love. I mean, however you
Um,
love somebody.
I feel like if a person really loves me, then they will respect my goals and want to see me.
You you
Okay,
giving me
well,
a political answer. Is yes or no? Will you sacrifice your goals for love?
I wouldn't want to be with somebody that don't want me to reach my goals. So no.
Okay.
I mean,
Hmm. So I want to when
hopefully I
you're finished.
wouldn't hopefully I won't get in, with somebody that don't want to see me do something that I really love doing. Am I going all the way around? But when I answer a
Yes.
question, I like to be like on it. I like, my answers are always long when people ask me stuff like this. If I'm having a conversation, yeah, I want to be specific with my answer. So I mean, I will hope that the person that I'm with will want to see me reach my goals and will help me reach my goals. We're in it as partners. We're supposed to be best friends. So hopefully you looking like that, Victor. What I supposed to say?
No, you say you answering the question. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to break it down so that you and others can get a good understanding of
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like,
so the
I
Yeah.
answer
want
is
to be
no.
in a relationship where the person is understanding at the choices that I'm making as far as my goals. And you can use my fitness as an example. I get in a relationship, like I have things going on, my fitness classes and things like that. I feel like my man will be supportive of what I do and not saying that I'm putting my goals in front of loving him because I still love him. It's just these are things that I have going on at the moment, if that makes sense. Does that make sense or was that long winded? That was kind
It's
of long
long.
winded.
Very, very
You
long winded.
play long winded little ping pong with that, but it is your answer. I want to ask you to put Michelle comment up there, the long one. I'll read because I want to.
I can't stand John. I cannot. Oh Lord, Veronica, would you give a yes or no before Jesus come back?
The
Yeah.
answer was no.
I
Yeah.
have to break my stuff down. Any man
Oh.
that really knows me know his money does not excite me. I dated a man with 3 businesses and he wanted to marry me, but I didn't love him. I liked him, so I said no. Tanya McFarlane can witness that because she called me stupid.
So I asked you to put that up there because something Victor said on this show before. Veronica, you said it on the show before, but let's look at it from being realistic. A lot of people are not secure with themselves. They're not secure with themselves. And what I means is that you got two type of you have more than two type of people, but you have people who tend to, and Victor criticizes this, and I hear what you're saying, Victor, on this one, where they look themselves in the mirror and they feel that they are a good catch. They feel that they have done things and that they are appeasing to the opposite sex at the end of the day. Michelle, you on your comments, the way you write your comments is that you know yourself. You've been through certain things, and through your experiences, you are wiser to those today. But when you are younger, you're still feeling things out. You still, when us men get together with a woman, it's like when you go for a job, you have a long resume. You feel good about yourself. See, if I just the same way, if I got a good job, I got make I make a good salary, I got a car, I got my own house. That makes us feel secure. It can make us feel a little arrogant. It can make a lot of things. But we feel that when we present ourselves to you, we have to sell ourselves because that's what we're doing in a relationship. We're selling ourselves to one another. Because if somebody, a lot of people are saying, well, it's not about the money. So then the guy that comes up to you that is dressed like he is kind of like on the bummish side, but he may just be working and that's how he dressed because that's the kind of work he does. Well, you give him that time of the day. We say a lot of things. I'm not saying that's not true with you, Michelle. What I'm saying is we're selling each other. There got to be something that you feel that you can sell to somebody. Sometimes we're trying to sell bullshit to people. I have to say that because that's what it is. That's when the game comes in. We're trying to sell a line because we want to get something. But we're selling ourselves at the end of the day. When you become secure in yourself and you're not worried about selling yourself, you're worried about just being who you are and you're comfortable in your skin. And if the person likes you and if y'all hit it off, that's cool. But it takes a lot to get to that place. You don't just born into that or do that when you're in your 20s or your 30s. You gradually get into that through your experiences in life. So we're selling each other something. So when we get over 45, 50 and been married or been in numerous relationships, now we got kids that are grown and grandkids, our mindset is different. Our mindset, we see more of the BS and a lot of the BS we're not going to take. But at the end of the day, we're selling each other. We're trying to sell ourselves to each other. So I'm telling you,
I'm buying.
But
I'm
I'm
buying.
long-winded.
I have to be long-winded because I think that in different stages in your life, you tell me what a lot of y'all women say on here now, y'all were like that in your 20s. I don't think so. I'm not saying that your morals wasn't in
No,
place.
not at all. Not at all.
Damn
And
right.
I've
That's what I'm
said that
saying.
plenty of times on the show. My mindset back in my 20s were way different than my mindset now in my 40s. And I
Right.
thank God for
Mhm.
growth. I thank God for growth.
Realistically, if you really want love, I'm talking that good old love. Well, just know you ain't gonna have it all, especially a woman. Because honestly, most men don't care about your goals. He wants the woman herself. Don't shoot the messenger. And John, I'm
Wait,
putting my gun in my holster.
let me make okay, he said most men, not all men, because not all men.
99.99% of men.
Mm. That's an interesting question. Interesting statement. Not a question.
But
Interesting statement. That's an interesting statement. Do we
I
really
know I
care
know
about
some
our woman's
I
goals?
know some
And I think
really
some of us may care about it if it's going to benefit us.
understand, because see, women will take that and be like, oh, you don't care nothing about my goals. You big bubblehead woman. I care about you. I want you. Your goals is your goals.
well, I mean, I know some really good men that would think about the goals and
See what
her
I mean? You
all in
you
one.
I don't give a shit about your goals. I want you. You. See, you talking about, oh, I don't give a damn about your goals. Your goals is your goals. I just want you.
But what about those goals? Yeah, but you want that person. But if those goals affect you, Victor, then what?
Then I don't
Then what?
want the woman.
Okay. So
That's, I
then,
mean,
so you do care about those goals then.
no, I don't.
You don't care what her
Listen,
goal, what
listen.
goals she set for herself, as long as they don't interfere in your relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
That's it, baby. That's
Yes.
it, bro.
When it comes down to a relationship, we can sit down here and we can sit here and be like, damn, she cute, she this and that. And y'all start to get to know each other. And she said, well, my goal is to see all 50 states. You know what, ma'am? This ain't it for me. I'm cool. That ain't a goal of mine. I mean, if she is really strongly talking about that, then either I'm going to have to take this trip with her or she going to go by herself. So why would I even tie her up? But if I want you, when I initially going at, I want you, that good old love, I want you. Y'all sitting here and y'all overcomplicate a relationship. With us men, it's just so simple. We just want you.
We
But
do.
y'all want to go off and do all this extra crazy shit. And we just like, sit down. Just sit down.
I think we do complicate things a lot of times. We overthink things. We really do. I can't even argue with you on that.
You can give yourself a cowbell on that one.
See, and
Speaking
we
of
talk
cowbells,
about
where's Stevenson? Oh,
when
it's
we talk
election night.
about when
Go
he's
ahead,
saying
Victor.
that old love, when you see your grandma and your granddaddy and all that other stuff, your grandmama didn't bring your granddaddy all this bullshit that was going on. And if she did it in the bedroom or they did it over here away from each other. She didn't, that man walk in the door, she didn't complicate all this shit. I'm just saying it's each case is different. But from what I seen, my grandmother didn't bother my granddaddy if he was just sitting there watching TV. She didn't come over there and say, I want you to read this, or let me tell you what I heard about on the phone, or no shit like that. She let that man sit down and watch his westerns. And then when
It's Westerns.
as he was navigating through the house, they would have a little short conversation. But there's nothing wrong with a man just sitting there watching television for an hour or two. What's wrong with that? Y'all can't
Nothing.
stand it, bro.
Nothing at all.
Shit.
I mean, I will even come beside you and watch it with you.
See, no,
I'll throw my leg over your
see,
legs and just
you missed it. Go on, Ryan A.
No,
And
bring
burn up
your
some rice.
bring that. No, bring that leg. We'll deal with that rice later. Bring
I ain't want
bring
the leg.
bring that leg.
If I wanted the leg, I'd have asked for the leg. See, and that
But you always gotta ask for the leg. Maybe she want to ask for something herself.
all I'm saying is y'all overcomplicate. Look at him sitting over there. You know what? These walls need. Listen, if them walls need to be painted, you paint them. But I'm tired. Let me sit down at least for the first 30 minutes I get home. Let me decompress. But y'all just can't just let us just be
I,
sometimes.
I get it because we as women want that as well. We want that time to ourselves. I don't know. We just like bothering you all. Like
But that's y'all
let
gonna
me.
laugh at me.
You don't
But
think that's
that's
sexy?
no, hell no. He's right. He's right. That's why y'all gonna laugh at me when I say the Flintstones. But when Fred and Barney came home, they ain't stay home all night. They ain't have Wilma and Betty in their ear all night because that's what they was gonna do. So they got lodge meeting. They go down to the bowling alley. They were part of the bowling. The same thing with the honeymooners. So I'm just going back and show men just didn't come home and just stay there all night because they wanted to get out. And Victor is right. When it becomes like when you come home and you can't get no peace, then there's a problem. There's a problem. I'm not talking about the other piece. I'm talking about PEACE,
Yeah.
peace.
So
I
y'all
agree
want
with
peace every day.
Who don't?
Y'all don't want us to be like, oh, babe, hey, boogie
you. No,
That's
no, we
the
don't
quickest
want
way
to.
for your face to get palmed.
boo.
but understand
I miss
we can
you.
We'll
peace,
buy you a cat or a dog.
but
Okay.
understand that peace don't mean quiet. Peace don't mean away from you. Peace just means there ain't a bunch of bullshit happening. You
Mhm.
can be our peace or you can be a part of our peace. But
Mhm.
all we're saying is just because there's silence, you don't have to feel it with words.
Yeah, I get it.
That's
But I
simple.
mean, even when it's silent watching TV, I'll be like,
See? See?
But then y'all don't want us poking and prodding. Oh, oh, okay. Sliding that,
hey,
sliding that.
put your arm
Okay.
on, touch me. Like, that's fine with me.
When
Okay.
we want, I mean, I understand the affection thing is kind of one sided. You know, if she's in the kitchen or something like that, we might get up and do a little spot check. Might walk over there, kiss you on your little cheek or whatever. Don't touch our butts and let me walk off.
We can touch.
I'm
We can
grabbing that.
that.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
I'm grabbing all that. Miss Sadie say, "Oh, I'm just loving this at my age. You all are well rounded." Oh, Miss Sadie, love you, Miss Sadie. Um, Tanya said, "I'd be glad he's sitting there watching TV. Give me a chance to be alone."
Mm.
Exactly.
And I agree. That's the space, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
I feel like
It's
we all need our space.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Let me see. Hey, Carol, Carol, Texas, right? Mr. Sammy told me he turned his sister on to this show. Look at her coming on every week. Hey, Carol. Couples should be interested in his or her goals. Everyone should have goals. That's how we maneuver through life. Without goals, there is no success.
I don't believe that. I I and I'm not gonna sit here and dispute want to, hard down dispute her, but some people don't have goals.
I kind of I don't want to Carol, I was 21 and I remember this. My supervisor was 24. And at that particular time, he talked about in a relationship, he says that with him and his wife, they had goals that they built together and then they had their own individual goals. And they respected each other's goals. So they knew about each other's goals, but that don't mean necessarily they supported one another. But that doesn't necessarily mean that when the way you say is interested, meaning that I'm so interested that I have to be involved in your goals. That's not always necessary. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I don't
What's
if
up,
you
Alicia?
see the thing when it comes to goals is if I set a goal and you know my goal, I don't need you to remind me what my goal is or if I'm not achieving my goal or whatever because that's going to turn into something. Some people can be pushy when they're trying to motivate you instead of, agitating you. So when it see that whole goal thing to me, I don't I don't set a lot of goals in my this is just my opinion. I don't set goals and I don't tell people my goals because if I fail at it, that's my loss or whatever. Still not a failure. It's not a failure until what I'm saying, I'm no longer here. But I just feel like when it comes to that, some things you probably shouldn't tell nobody because what's important to you. So what if you tell me, oh baby, I got this goal that I want to do this, and I'm like, shit, you ain't gonna never do no shit like that. You don't want to hear that.
How you downing what I want to do?
Exactly. But fatigue is preaching on being realistic and telling the truth. So would you want me to lie to you? Or would you want to hear the God honest truth?
I would want to hear the truth.
So if I'm shitting on your goals, that ain't something you want to hear. But like I told you, I'm gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be your biggest fan. If you say you want to be a gymnast at 60 years old, baby, let's go rent a gym and we can practice.
Hmm.
All that shit. But
Thank
to
you.
an extent. to an extent, now. But I get it. Like I really feel like if I'm your lover, whatever, and you want to do something, I'm going to help you and root for you to an extent. To an extent.
That's what we were saying before. And that's what is interesting. You say that now, Vic, because that's what we're saying to an extent. That means I'm a root for you. But if I see something, if we're being honest with each other, because we helping. Remember, we are in a relationship. We're helpmates to one another. We're supposed to be helpmates. So it's nothing wrong with being supportive, but you can also give what is called constructive criticism if that's what it is, or by helping them. So you're right. You don't want to tear down. You don't want to tear down a person's goal. But if a person is, not reaching that, like we make fun of this rice thing, but your goal is not to burn rice. But after 25 times and you burn that rice, I think you need to boil an egg, baby. You just can't get this rice right. You boil an egg.
But but why stop? That's my thing. Why stop?
I
Why
mean,
stop what?
long as it's practice and it ain't dinner, I'm
Um,
fine. Then fine. Then practice, but long as it ain't my dinner, I'm cool. Practice in the morning when you
Man,
fixing your
look
breakfast.
how many times Thelma burnt oatmeal and Keith still wanting to marry her. Get out of here.
Who?
She had that, but she had that good
What
good.
times?
She had that good good. You see Thelma. All of us would have married Thelma back then. Or
Oh,
that oatmeal or
so
not.
now you will eat the burnt rice.
I wasn't eating the burnt oatmeal neither, but we would have still married Thelma. Shout out to my girl Bernadette Stannis. That's my friend. Bernadette. I ain't gonna eat
So
that
as
oatmeal.
long as
We would have married Thelma. She would have found something else to cook because that wasn't eating that oatmeal.
I don't know, bro. You tripping now because I tell you this: if
he just
it
went off.
it when there's something on that stove, in my days of being around women who was cooking, I'm gonna eat what's on that stove because you know what's coming next. You can cook. You ain't got to eat it. You can cook something your damn self.
There you go. Just like Nakia said, Nakia, I cook my own rice, butter and rice, put my stuff in it, it comes out.
I sure hope he finds somebody that can cook
Cook,
rice
I
like that.
gotta cook my own rice. What's up, Nakia? How you
Oh,
doing, my sister?
now she ain't got to cook. But this the one that talking about a woman who got
That's
to
what I
cook.
say, John. We all would have Thelma. Shit, she just went to cook oatmeal.
So as long
So
as the woman is fine, she don't have to cook.
We'll find we'll figure out something.
Fatima, let me ask you something.
Here you go. Let's
Please.
go.
Can a woman be too fine for you,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Veronica?
What?
Can a man be too fine for you?
Nope. I tell you what though, he better move out the way because he ain't standing in the mirror is
That ain't what we talking about.
no. Can he be
I
I'm
too
am.
talking
fine
about
for
can a
you?
man be too fine for you to date?
Mm.
We talking about a legit 9. A legit 9. I'm talking about from head to toe, a damn 9.
No.
I want to know what your answer is after that, Victor. I want to see if it's the same as
Nikita.
mine.
I got the same answer you for team.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Some women are
Why
just
why do you feel that way though? I want to hear your answer.
it's
Why?
I
it's
don't
a
want
lot
to
of
deal with
work.
that.
Yeah, you don't want to deal. It's a lot of it's a
You
lot
don't
that
want to
comes with that. Nope, don't want
you
to
don't
deal
want
with
to
it.
deal with what? The stares from other men, the compliments, the what?
I don't want to deal with everything that
Yeah, that
comes
comes with it. It's a lot come with that.
with it. It's a
I
Okay,
lot
mean, we
that
break it
deal
comes
with
with
down.
it.
fine women, but then he's talking about that. It's like I hate to keep using Beyonce as
I
that. I'm
want y'all
just
to
using,
break it down.
but with a if you out with a one, okay, you with a world wants to not only be with, but want to screw, want to do this. I don't want to deal with that. I wouldn't want to deal with that. I wouldn't want to be with Rihanna.
So you don't think
Mm-mm.
somebody want to screw your woman that's just a
That's not.
natural?
I said everybody in the world. Rihanna, Beyonce.
Don't
I'm just using.
everybody don't think Rihanna cute though?
I,
Don't everybody think
I'm just
Beyonce is
giving
cute?
you exactly. We
Veronica.
ain't got to
No,
come on
I'm
now.
saying I'm being
So
real.
pick
I'm,
pick somebody. Pick
I'm
somebody that
no,
is
I'm
gorgeous
saying
that you want to
here's the
pick.
question. You ask, could you date someone
It's
that's
too
what?
too
No,
fine.
that's too
Would
fine.
Too
would you
fine.
date someone that's too fine? You both
Right.
say no because you don't want to deal with what comes with it. I'm asking
Yes.
you to break it down. What comes with it?
He was explaining it to you.
I was explaining it
Everybody
to you. I
wants to
gave you an
sleep with him.
example.
The
Everybody want to sleep
disrespect.
for the attention.
And then my
Yeah.
question was to you, do you not think that everyone or a lot of people want to sleep with just your
It's a difference when the
average
world.
woman?
It's the difference when the world is
You
dealing
keep
with
the
then
world.
very
We're not
then
going to date a
your
celebrity. We're not talking
That,
about a celebrity.
yes,
I'm talking about a fine sister that lives right here in Florence, South Carolina.
they don't live in Florence.
ooh,
They don't.
ooh, ooh.
They don't.
I didn't say that, ladies.
But listen to what we're saying now. When we're
I didn't
talking
say
about a
that.
legit, I mean, I'm gonna give it to him real. We talking about a legit nine. It's
Oh
the
my
entire.
gosh.
I
It's
didn't say
the.
that. Let me get out of
Let
this
me
way.
finish. It's the entire package. That's why Fatima is sitting here saying Beyonce. That's
Stop
why
calling
he's
those
saying
names because you're not going to date them. I'm talking
you
about
don't
regular.
know that.
Well, that's what we need. Okay,
But that's what we're talking about. We're talking about women like that.
Okay, so
See, that's exactly. See, and that's the thing. Y'all would see. Y'all better
I'm talking
stop.
about fine for an average man like yourselves. What do you consider fine?
We was just
You're
telling
not going
you.
to date Beyonce or Rihanna.
Well,
Let's be realistic here. Someone that's a nine here in the
there
state.
is no nines in Florence. I am sitting here telling you there is no fucking nines in Florence. There's not. Do you understand what a nine is? Y'all don't think y'all listen.
But does
A
a nine
nine,
have to be on physical? I mean, does a nine have to be like?
a nine is on a runway somewhere. There ain't no nines in Florence. I'm talking about someone who walks in the room and they say nothing but speak to everyone. There's no nines here. Because if they was, they wouldn't be here that long. There's no nines.
Yeah, I see these comments coming at y'all.
It don't matter. But this is the thing. I'm not gonna sit here and hype nobody up who don't need to be hyped up. But there's no nines here. We're talking about runway. Even though I never thought Naomi Campbell was that beautiful in her heyday, she was. We're talking about fashion models, nines. We're talking about showpieces. We're
So
talking
why
about
would you
women.
ask the question if you all not going to date a nine? Why would you ask that question?
I asked Fatima a question. That's just a question to
and I
him.
gave her my
Fatima.
answer. I gave my answer. Yep.
Yeah, no, and that's it. And then you wanted to expand on it, and I
Mhm.
said a legit nine. There is no nine males in Florence.
I
It's
beg your
not.
pardon. I beg your pardon.
However y'all want to your rating system, I've never seen a nine. That's all I'm saying.
Right, Alicia. So why ask the question if these average men don't have a chance to meet a nine?
But we're not
I just
saying we
asked
don't
that.
have the no. You said we don't have the chance. We never said that.
But you
You
said
said that.
you said there's no nine. You said the nines are the runway models. Y'all said the nines are the Rihannas and the Beyoncés. So I'm saying if you all know you're not going to date Beyonce or Rihanna, then what?
Veronica,
Why ask that question?
you're turning the listen. I didn't know Fatim's answer. So I asked him, would he date I'm saying, could he date a woman that was too fine? He said no. I said no. But you wanted us to expand on it. And when we tried to expand on it,
Because
you kept shooting it down.
y'all didn't answer my question. I asked what will make y'all not date. What, because you
And he
saying
was
there's a lot that
explaining it.
comes with it, but you all went into, oh well, Beyonce and Rihanna, the whole world wants them. But okay, but you're not going to date someone that the whole world wants.
All
So
right,
I want you
so
to break down. I
I'll break
want you to
something
break
down.
down
So
what is a nine in your
so
book.
I'm not
Why
gonna break down
wouldn't
what's a 9, but I'll break
Wait a
down
minute,
what
Fatim. Let me ask a question
you are.
so that y'all can
Well, now you're
get
gonna
it
say
right this time. So
anybody. Go ahead.
so a nine. Say if you find an eight or a nine around here, I think Victor's frozen.
No, I'm not.
Okay. If you find a nine here in South Carolina, would you not date them? John, y'all take the question left all the time. So let me have my moment. Yeah, I'm going left. I'm gonna go left, right, up, and down because they clearly not answering the question. Go ahead.
The question is, I'm going back to what Victor asked me. He said, "Would I date what is called a too fine woman?" And I said, "No." So you want a breakdown of that in the sense of why we wouldn't break down that. So one of the comments in there was talking about a self-esteem issue. Now, this may border on the self-esteem. It may border on the self-esteem, but what me and Victor both said is what comes with it is that not only of everybody wanted to sleep with that person, the issue is we are human. We are not perfect. We are striving to be better than we can. And a lot of us are tempted by material. And when so much is thrown at a person and you in a relationship, you a person could tell you they love you, they want to be with you, and they
Wait, are you gonna
married
answer the
you.
question?
But I'm answering the question, but you don't know where their mind and their heart is, or you never know what can tempt them. Because when they are too fine, temptation is a mother. And I don't want to, and I'm answering it now.
Temptation is
I
enough
don't
for
want to
anybody,
deal.
an average person.
I don't want to deal. I don't want to deal with someone that is getting temptation 25/8. 25 hours a day, 8 days of the week. I'm
Ring
not
your
dealing with
bell.
that crap.
Ring your
That's
bell.
not, I ain't dealing with that. That's the problem. And that's what comes with that. And I'm not dealing with that because you know what? Temptations is a mother. And we all fall victim to temptation. Don't mean everyone will step out or whatever. I don't want to deal with somebody that has to deal with that kind of temptation every single day, every minute and hour. I don't want to deal with that. That's it.
That's it. That is it. That is it.
The
Fatigue
only
It could
said
be
it.
person on here
trust
that agreeing with y'all
issues.
is John. That's it.
Because that's a man. All the men ain't gonna say nothing because they sitting down there and they woman next to them like, I know I'm a nine. And he like, yeah. And they be like, they better not damn fucking comment. But I get it. Like, no one wants to be rated, but we rate y'all. We really do. So we're talking about a legit nine, and that's the thing that a lot of women.
Oh, Carol.
The thing about it is, when it comes down to a legit nine, y'all women gas yourselves up so much that it's not. When I'm telling you a nine doesn't work. A nine doesn't have a job. Her job is to be a nine. Y'all don't realize that we're talking about godly beauty. We're talking about a woman who is just beautiful, that has to do nothing but just wake up and be fine as hell. And to be honest with you,
And how many of those women that you can point out, not to say
there's
all
not
are like that,
many.
but how many of those women that you can point out or have been in a long-term satisfying relationship?
None.
Shit. That's what I'm trying to tell.
None.
That's why we ain't gonna
Oh, but
deal with
y'all
that
just said
crap.
Beyonce was a nine. Her and Jay Z been
We
together
was trying
forever.
to explain it to you, but you kept. We were going into details like Beyonce, Rihanna, people that everybody in the world wants to sleep with. Ain't nobody, ain't nobody want to walk around here, and no disrespect to you, Veronica, but it ain't nobody in Ethiopia like, man, I sure can't wait to get to America to get Veronica. Ain't nobody doing that.
And
But
and
when they see
even
Beyonce, they like, hey, I got to get some of that.
and even if we get with a 9, even if we get with a 9, after time,
Y'all
our
funny.
mind still wanders. Our mind
Well, y'all
still
can be with a
wanders.
3 and y'all,
We
Of
could be
course,
with a.
your mind better be wondering what.
y'all, please stop.
But
You
and that's
talk
the
about
thing. If you
temptation,
look at
temptation, temptation. Y'all
Cause you use Jay
quoted.
Z, and you know Jay Z stepped out on Beyonce, so that's what I'm
and
trying
he's
to
a
say.
No,
legit
y'all use Beyonce.
Yeah, I
That's
used it, but then you said long term relationship, and he stepped out on her.
that goes to show you it doesn't matter if you a 9 or a straight
It
up 10.
doesn't, and it
You
but
doesn't.
that's what he
still
said.
It doesn't.
That's what he said. He said even if he with a 9, his mind he's still gonna
Yeah,
wonder.
wander. Your mind's gonna wander.
Like Nia Long. Nia Long she's pretty. I wouldn't give her a 9, but yeah, she's pretty.
Halle Berry in her heyday was one of the most gorgeous women out here, and you see her relationships fail. No matter what the situation was, they fail.
wait a minute. Pause for a second, okay? Let's go to
Paul,
Carol's comment first. All
what's
right.
Carol coming? Go ahead.
Veronica is a 9. If she had the stylist those models have, she would be in competition with them. Okay. Thank you, Carol. Now let's go
So
to her brother. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
before
ooh,
before
ooh,
before I go any further,
ooh,
a 9 can put these on.
ooh.
A
I can
nine,
put those
yeah.
on and still be
A
cute.
9 could put paper shoes
Excuse
on.
me. Mr. Sammy says, Veronica, I agree with Carol. Those 9 don't have anything on you. Thank you, Mr. Sammy.
So since you doing
Mr. Sammy
that,
don't get a bell.
no.
I gave a bell before. It's the same. I gave a bell when you got the 9 compliment.
Y'all
I'm
be
So
up here.
hating.
since
I'm trying to get Mr. I need me a cake
so
made.
so since you doing these slide comments, look at that.
Peach, preach, pacification.
I'm saying John is the only one that's with y'all tonight. John is the only one.
Here
Because all of y'all think just like all 3 of y'all think just like.
we ain't the only ones. See, some men can't be honest.
Oh, they can be honest. It's just y'all not making sense at what y'all saying
Hey,
tonight. You
yo,
still have not broken down the question that I asked. Fatine
what is
went
your
all the way
question,
around
D?
the world to
What's
get.
your question?
You said a 9, right? You couldn't be with someone that's a 9. Am I
I
correct?
did answer your question, Veron. How you gonna
Am I
tell
Let
me I
her
correct?
didn't answer
Okay,
your
let her
okay,
question?
answer
finish.
this.
Let her
Answer
finish.
this.
Let her finish.
You couldn't date someone that's a 9, correct?
Mhm.
Fatine?
Go ahead. Right. I don't want to date a
I
9. A
and
too
I
fine
asked
woman.
why.
Right.
I asked why, and you
And
said because you both said because of what comes with being
right.
with a 9.
Yes.
I asked the question, what comes with being with a 9?
Mhm.
And I told you.
She
What did you
told you.
say? Because
I told
Everybody
everybody
in
in
the
you.
the
world wants
world wants
I
to
said,
sleep
all
with you.
right, and I said temptation. I broke it even further down, and I broke it into the
Okay, stop
temptation.
right there.
Mhm.
Temptation comes when you are 5, a 6, a 7, a 8, a 9, a 3. Temptation
But
still
I
comes
said
with.
temptation coming 25/8, meaning that it comes more than regular. Every woman on this show don't get the temptation. Every woman on this show don't get the same type of temptation. They get temptation, but some get more than others. That's the bottom line.
Veronica, how many times do a man holler at you a day on average?
I don't know.
So so let me tell you about a 9. A 9 can't go out
You say
because we talking about it's constant. A 9 probably can't pump gas. A 9 can't go into Walmart and shop. A 9 cannot go to her school. A 9 can't even do the tangy tea without somebody in the comment section saying some silly shit. That's what we're trying to explain to you. Ain't no man really. I mean, some people can say, "Oh, it's all about confidence and all this." It ain't about that. It's the simple fact
thank you,
that
Carol.
why she say too many. That's a lie because if it was, she wouldn't be on this show right now.
She,
Promise you.
I think she's talking about too. I get too many compliments. I don't know which, but I'm taking it as that.
We're talking, and I get it. Women want to consider themselves something that they're not, and that's the thing. It's a
Okay,
reality
Kevin
check,
Samuels.
and it's based. I'm telling you, it's based on if you listen to how he breaks down. Kevin Samuel breaks down the ranking system. There's not. You're not. People are not nines. We're talking about women with no flaws. We're talking about supermodels. That's what they're. That's what a
So
nine
then
is.
get off that because you already said there's no nines around here.
There's not. What we're saying is a nine is like an albino. What they don't
So
make
why?
nines like that.
Okay, so why, Victor? Why ask that question if there's no nines? Why? Why?
I just used it when I used the term nine when I was asking you. We're talking. Which could you date a man too fine? And I
You
said a
asked both of
legit.
us.
Well, I didn't say that. I didn't give Fatima number. All I said was, could he date a woman? You can look it back.
Too
I
fine.
asked Fatima first. Could you date a woman that's too fine? He said no. I asked you. You said yes, and I said no, Veronica. A legit nine.
Okay, but Fatin still asked the question. I mean, he still answered the question.
Yeah, he said no.
Thank you, Cynthia. Even supermodels aren't nines. Take the makeup and the clothes, and they are a strong 6 or 7.
But when they can turn themselves, it see that's
Oh, I can turn myself into a 9 real quick.
You keep smoking that damn cigarette, you gonna be coughing. Keep smoking that shit.
Give me the lashes. Give me the makeup. Give me the boob job. Give me the bone, whatever they do here to make their cheek.
you don't.
Baby,
But see, this is you don't under see with a nine. They're not doing all that. We're talking about when I said a legit nine. There's not that many people out there like that now. A legit nine now. But see, I get it. You know, maybe stepping on some toes, but it is what it is.
and that's the one who don't look hungry. What? Oh, she must be asked. She must be talking to somebody.
She said even supermodels aren't nines and they take the makeup off and yeah, it's a conversation that they're having.
Oh, okay. I mean,
But see, and
oh,
that's the thing.
please, John. You know
So
why? Because they have men that don't compliment them. So
so
that's probably why, they tell themselves that every day. And
so
women,
fatigue.
you should look in the mirror and give yourself a compliment. Yes, exactly. You should.
So
You
you know
should.
what, fatigue?
You should.
This whole transaction between us and
Mhm.
all these women shows how superficial they really are.
What's superficial? Because I'm saying that women should applaud themselves and say that they're beautiful.
No, that's not the statement I'm talking about. I'm talking about the entire ordeal shows how superficial y'all women really are when it comes to looks.
I'm gonna do like that meme. What I'm just trying to figure out what y'all was saying. I wanted to know why you wouldn't date a 9.
We told you.
Yeah, you said because everybody in the world want to get that. So I don't want to
Yeah,
be.
who
I
wants
don't.
to
I
deal
wouldn't
with
want to
that?
be with somebody that everybody want to be with. That
Who
that was
wants
y'all
that?
answer.
Who wants that? You want that? You want a man that every time he gets out the car, some woman is gawking him, some woman is constantly in his inbox, so constantly texting him, constantly overlooking you to talk to him.
Somebody could be doing that with my 5.
We're see that we're not talking about that. I'm talking to you about this 1-9. We're talking
You
about a
know when he
guy.
get out the car, you know when he get out the car, women are going to turn their MF head. Every time you be, go, honey, go get me a soda. You know, by the time he go in that store and come back, he's gonna have 10 women that not only look but try to get him to give their number. You'll eventually get tired of that.
You'll get tired of that. We
Get tired
talk
of that
about
shit.
this guy pays for nothing because there are women who
Gotta
and
pay
see, and this
for
is
it.
the thing, y'all don't want to admit that you cannot handle that.
No, and Cynthia says no one really wants to be with someone who gets that much attention.
There you go. That's all we saying.
The
That's
ones that
it. That's it. Nobody wants to be with nobody that gets that much attention.
Nope.
Nobody wants to be with that.
Nobody.
No, nobody.
And
That's
we're not
it.
saying your 5 or your 4 or your 3 ain't getting the attention, because everybody
Gets
has their
attention.
day.
Right.
But we're talking about it's consistently. This is what they do. They wake up in the morning, they go to the store, they pay for nothing because somebody's just amazed by them.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. If I move to California and I meet somebody, if I meet someone that's in the limelight like that, and we kick it off, and he fine as heck, that don't mean I'm getting with him because he fine. It's because we connected, and yes, that could be my blessing, and I'm gonna be right there with him.
Okay. You got it.
But it'll never happen.
Don't say never. Excuse me.
You told me, that's what you told us.
What? Yeah, I
said,
told
"Oh,
y'all
what's a
that
real life
because
cigarette
because y'all said that y'all wouldn't be with a 9. You said there's no 9s around here. You said there's no 6, 7,
He
8,
said
or
that.
9s
I
around
said
here.
I'm not.
No, I didn't. I
That's what
said
you.
there's no 9s.
That's what you said.
No, I said there's no 9s. I
Rewind the
said there's no
tape.
9s.
Who said that thing just now about nobody wants to date with somebody with that much attention? They just dropped the mic tonight. That was the mic drop.
Oh
That
well,
was the
she
statement.
also said.
Oh, go
She
ahead.
also said
Mm-hmm.
even supermodels aren't 9s. Take the makeup and
Yeah.
clothes.
Okay.
They
That's
are 6
cool.
and 7.
That's
Okay.
cool. That's cool. I didn't disagree with her, but I think that she summed it up on what we were trying to say, and she summed it up in a
Oh,
nice
y'all got two
sentence.
people. Y'all got 2 people on y'all side.
It don't matter. The truth is the
Yes.
truth.
Well, I
No,
mean, Cynthia's not on y'all side. Maybe with that one comment.
it's not about being on the side. It's about answering the question and being
But y'all didn't answer
realistic.
my question, so don't even start by answering the questions.
We answered it, V.
We just ain't
Multiple
talking.
times.
We ain't talking in woman language. That's
There
why.
you go.
That's the problem.
Well,
All right, so let me say it in woman language. I don't want to be with a woman who's too fine because I'll be scared she gonna leave. There you go. That's what you want to hear.
Insecurity.
That
That's
ain't
why I
what,
said it's
that ain't
kind of
what I
it
want to hear
could
because
it can.
I'm definitely not going to say I'm be afraid that he gonna cheat on me.
Well, that's what you want to hear. But
No,
we're
that's
telling
not
you,
what I want to hear because your ass can cheat.
With a woodpecker, right? Being going out with a woodpecker. That's what you want to say.
with Bucky.
Bucky, yeah, that's
Bucky.
yeah.
At least say y'all insecure.
But that's what y'all want to hear.
But Alicia, I said that
That's
they
not what
are.
we want to hear.
But Alicia, I did say that my answer might borderline on the insecurity, and if that's it, then so be it. But you asked us to be realistic, and we're being realistic here.
It to me,
Nobody
it
wants
has
to deal with
nothing to
that
do with.
damn much attention. Nobody
It's
wants
not.
that.
It's nothing to do with insecurity. We kept telling y'all we don't want somebody getting that much attention, but that answer was not good enough. So we just said what you wanted to hear. We insecure. There you go.
Yeah, well, so fine. If I get, that's it.
Oh, then they
But y'all keep
feelings.
pressing. So
Woo-woo.
this ties into my man in prison don't want his woman getting no attention. He don't want no unwanted attention to his woman. So he wants her to dress a certain way. He wants cameras up because he can see it. He wants all that shit.
Well,
Y'all women wouldn't date. And you know, I was thinking of Denzel, but forget Denzel. Prince is past, but a lot of y'all women couldn't deal with dating or dealing with Prince. Y'all couldn't deal with it. Y'all think y'all couldn't, because first of all, he was his own man, number one.
Who you say?
And he probably looked better in
Prince.
some things in heels than y'all do.
Don't bring my man in this.
But I'm gonna tell
Prince
y'all,
is
y'all
not,
couldn't deal with dealing with no Prince. No, y'all couldn't. A lot of y'all couldn't. No,
Prince is
I
not.
wouldn't even want to date Prince. I just wanted to be his
You couldn't.
assistant.
you
I just
couldn't
want to
date
be
him.
his assistant. Huh?
You couldn't date
You
Prince.
wouldn't have been able to deal with that Prince.
You couldn't deal with that.
No, couldn't deal with that. Couldn't deal with that because he's his own man.
Prince was a walking entity, man. That dude.
Damn right. Damn right.
They was like
that
he was
a man can
floating
wear
on
heels and
air,
look and still be manly and look good. Shit,
floating
y'all couldn't
on
deal
air
with
when
it.
he walked by you. That's how.
Y'all couldn't deal with
Dang,
Prince.
that is one. I hate I missed that concert in Charleston when he came.
Oh, he gave a damn
God,
hell of a
dog, and I heard it
concert.
was the
Damn.
best
Oh, he
show
gave. Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Had tickets for the station, and I had something going on, and I couldn't make it.
John, that mofo, yo. That's why I said, John, he looked better than he looked prettier than some women in here.
But see, when we're saying Prince,
That's what
Prince would be a legit 9.
that's what
You
I'm
couldn't
trying to
deal.
say. You
You
couldn't, a lot
couldn't
of
deal with
women
that
do
shit.
would y'all couldn't deal with it. That's the point Victor's saying. You
No,
wouldn't
you
want to
had a
deal
woman.
with that. Y'all wouldn't want to deal with that. Y'all wouldn't want to deal with that.
Somebody who 5 foot to start with. But anyway, he 5 foot. He can play. He can sing. He can sing your woman out her drawers.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's some good chocolate, Cynthia.
And he could do all this stuff. So I'm like, would you really want to deal with that?
I already told you. I just wanted to be his assistant.
You
Okay.
couldn't have been.
I didn't even look at Prince like wanted to be with him. Like, oh, he's so sexy. Like,
But we use him as an
I
example.
looked at.
But we use him as an example of that 9 that Victor's talking.
Well,
You
somebody else because I'm saying I couldn't. I wouldn't
you
want to be.
can't, dude. It's not that many 9s walking around here now. You can't just come up with a 9. I mean, that's just
Mars Chestnut is a 9.
okay. Then Mars Chestnut is a 9. I mean, I can't dispute nobody's ranking scale,
Exactly.
but I don't
Your
agree with
9
that.
may be somebody 7. My 9 may be somebody 8 or 6. They may not
But
think the same way.
most men will agree that Prince is a 9. I'm not sitting here judging no dudes, but most men will tell you, okay,
Yeah.
we'll give you Prince.
Yeah, damn right.
Sound like you might. Who else, ladies? I mean,
Goddamn, to my lady, what about them? For 10, who else in that?
y'all didn't miss the boat because y'all had plenty of opportunity
Anyway.
to talk.
I tell you who was bad. She wasn't no 9, but she was pushing it. And she just had that natural beauty.
Pam Grier.
Pam,
Pam
Oh yeah,
Grier.
she's beautiful.
please give Pam Grier a bell.
That's my sister.
But
Please.
do you think if she wasn't Pam Grier,
Pam Grier's fine. Pam
regardless
Grier's
of being
fine.
Pam Grier,
Pam Grier didn't wear no. I mean, she wore a little makeup, but Pam Grier's fine.
Mm-hmm.
so you don't think there's a Pam Grier walking around Florence?
No, fuck no, no.
And Thelma,
We know
on
about
Good Times is fine. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about
And
it.
you
Thelma
don't
on
think
Good
that
Times
Thelma
was
walking
fine.
around here?
No,
Still fine today.
you
Thelma,
know who she is.
You don't think that Thelma walking around here?
No, because you would know who she is. That's what I'm saying. When you got a fine ass woman in your city, everybody knows who that is. Everybody.
Wait, not him. Michelle said my son is a 10. That's right, Michelle. Y'all doing the most.
This is fun.
I think there's 9s walking around here.
And that's your opinion.
Yeah. There are some very beautiful sisters.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alicia Keys is
not.
pretty.
No,
She's pretty
she's like
without the makeup.
6.
Huh?
I give Alicia a 6. A 6.
Really?
I mean, just because she's rich and light skinned and can sing don't mean she's pretty.
I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the other girl that her husband was with is prettier than Alicia Keys. That's my opinion. I think she's prettier.
Oh, so
and I've been around both of them.
Now y'all going there.
I'm just saying, I think she's prettier.
Kim Kardashian is like an 8, bro.
Kim is not bad.
See, y'all get it.
There are plenty of Thelmas.
No, these are.
No, they're not. Thelma like 90 years
old. Thelma, something about Thelma that just moved your insides, man. Shit, Thelma was fine. Still fine.
Oh, Tim. I miss my shortcut too. Thank you, Tim. You're so sweet. These guys are haters.
I just gave you
Yeah,
a bell.
Victor.
Shit.
I agree
Anyway,
with you, Cheryl.
anyway, I gotta
Oh
go
yeah,
to
Kelly Rowland.
Kelly Rowland.
She had an
Kelly
attitude.
Rowland's
She didn't have to be
is a
locked
good
up.
looking
Yeah,
woman. Yeah,
Kelly Rowland is cute. She's
yeah,
very
she's
yeah.
yeah, yeah. She's a good looking woman.
All right, so shut up, John. Wait a minute. Is he talking about Tim? Oh no, he's on something else. All right. Anywho, closing remarks, closing thoughts, closing to this lady because y'all got all off subject. Fatine, what can you tell
Y'all,
this?
I told look, what was her question to us? What was her question
Her
to us?
question: do you think
Hmm.
he's going to be the same person when he get out of prison, or do you think he's this way because he's locked up and just having some sort of meltdown?
So I think that by being locked up has pushed the envelope, but the as they say, the apple don't fall far from the tree. And I think by being locked up, the true self of him is coming out. But being locked up behind closed doors and him not being able to be there, yeah, that drives it up even a little bit more. But when he gets out, I think it's still going to border on the control. He's going to still be a control person. He's going to be insecure and he's going to be jealous. So that's what I think. That's my so you take it from there and make your decision.
um, lady, the woman that wrote the letter, from the details that we were given, we can only give an accurate assessment from what we was given. And the reason we were not given all the details is to protect your situation. So we can only on the information that was given. So I also agree with Fatine. I 100%. Um, it's a no go for me. But I do want to comment on this before Veronica goes on. The reason I said there's no nines in Florence, Darlington, and Hartsville is because my lady don't live in neither one of them
No, no,
cities.
no, 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 no.
Ooh.
You
We have to
said
clean
you
that
said
up quick. I
no,
know
no, no,
that
no,
was
no, no, no,
coming.
no, 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 no. He said there's no nines in Florence. You didn't say Darlington, Hartsville, Timbisville. You didn't
I
say any
know
of
you have to
those.
say that.
I
I know
Yeah.
did.
that was coming.
No,
There's
you
no
didn't.
nines in Florence,
You said
Darlington.
there's no nines in Florence. That's it.
That's it. You
But
just
you could go ahead and clean it up now because she
There's
on
no
here.
nines in Florence. There's no nines in Hartsville, and there's no nines in Darlington.
But that's not what you said originally.
Okay, okay. There's no nines in Florence. There's also no nines in Hartsville. There's no nines in Lamar. There's no nines in Timminsville. There's
Okay,
no
all
Victor.
right,
lines in
Nikki. I'll
Sherman.
see you tomorrow.
Okay, okay, Victor. We get it.
Okay.
Thank you for clearing it up.
I did say
Oh,
that because I said somebody. Cheryl said, "What about Florence, Hartsville, and Darlington?" I said, "There's no nines there either."
in your eyes,
You're right.
I know some beautiful sisters that live here in
But
the
they're
Carolinas.
not nines.
In your eyes, in your eyes, Victor. Just like you said, my nines, your nines may not be.
So, Veronica, just a question, just not. Is there any female
Final
princes
thought.
here? Is there any female princes in Florence?
There are some beautiful sisters.
That ain't the question. I know this
Princes.
beautiful
I'm not calling anyone princes.
Prince, the singer.
Oh,
God
as far
bless
as
his soul.
males,
Females, are they the opposite of Prince being a man? Is there a female on the level of a Prince being that what we gave that example? Is there a woman like that in Florence?
I, 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 I I don't know. I just know that there are some beautiful
Well,
women.
there's definitely beautiful women here. That's not what we're
Why?
saying. We're not saying that. So
I'm
don't
just
turn
saying.
that. But but what Victor's saying is on the level of Prince, but put it in the female version.
Y'all just go too far.
No,
No,
we
Fatima.
don't.
Right?
We
No.
just we. This is where Victor stretched the ruler.
Can I get my final thoughts in now?
You sure can.
So, to this young lady that wrote the letter, first of all, thank you for writing to the T. We appreciate you. Um, But as Victor said, yes, some things I did leave out from the letter because I you never know who's watching. You never know who is out there that's gonna, tote something back, and oh, I know who that is that wrote the letter. So you ask to stay anonymous, and sometimes when people write letters, they can just go too deep into their situation, and it's so obvious that that's who you're talking about. So to protect you, I left some things out. It could have been, and it was important parts, but I felt like to keep you, you know, anonymous. That was the best thing to do. But to you, once again, I can't tell you to stay. I can't tell you to leave, but I can tell you to be aware of the red signs. And you see those red signs. You see the controlling. You see the insecurity on his part, and you see him. Him wanting cameras around the home to see what's going on, and him wanting to be on the phone with you 24/7. No one should have to live like that. Like, to me, that's like someone, he's definitely controlling your life. And it's like you're 2 or 3 years old when your mom said, no, don't touch this, or no, you can't get on the phone, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's time to eat, it's time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not a little girl. You're a grown woman. And to answer your question, we think he will be like that after? I think you have to take people um, for who they show you they are. If he's showing you now, this is the person that he is. It's a good chance that he's going to be the same person when he get out of prison, if not worse. So I'm going to leave it there. You make up your mind on, the situation. Yes, you say you love him. I get it. We do crazy things when we're in love and we care about a person, things that we shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? But it's life. We get caught up and we do things, and we have to, you know. Anywho, you make the right decision. Pray about it and see where the Lord leads you. But you have what, 3 years? Because he get out in 2025. Make that decision.
3 more years to be in jail, girl.
Like I say on the radio, live your best life. Life is short. Live life to the fullest. And I ain't got
I'm
time for nobody telling me what I can and cannot do, when I can eat, when I can't talk, what I can wear, where I can go, who can come to my house, when they can come to my house, what time they leave in the
And
house.
they can't even come to your house. You can't even come over.
That, no. But thank y'all so. Girl, go get your back broke out, because he probably getting.
Fatigue.
I
I
saw it.
can't. I can't stand John.
I just wait. I gotta ask before we go off. I got a question for you, Veronica. Because if you do this same thing um, that I do, I'm gonna be wow. It's something that I want to look up real quick if I can
Mr.
find
Sammy,
it.
final thought. Trust your heart, because that's all that matter at the end of the day. That's the truth. That's the truth.
What do you say on the radio, Veronica? It's not a whole saying, is it?
I say be safe out there, practice social distancing, and I say do not let no one steal your joy. Keep your happiness, your peace, your joy to yourself. Keep looking up, knowing where your strength is coming from. We all know that God is in control of our lives, and we can't, I don't say that part, but I do say the part that I just say. But we all know, I'm saying this now, that God controls our life, and
Okay.
you know, we can't let man steal something that God gave to us, which is our joy, our peace, and our happiness. We shouldn't,
Mm,
but we do.
right.
We let the enemy come in and steal that from us, and it just Well, go ahead, Fatina. I ain't even getting ready to get on that. But yes,
Yeah, but no. The reason why, because when you talked about living life to the fullest, is something I say that remember the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but rather living without purpose. Without a purpose, life has no meaning, no significance, no hope. It's activity without direction, events without reason, just living pointless. And most of all, life becomes motion without any true meaning. So live your life to the fullest, a life of purpose and a life of meaning. So when you said fulfillment, I said, oh wow, she may have something similar to that. So that's why
mhm.
I asked that.
Yeah, I always say live life to the fullest.
Yeah, me too.
Live
So
life, smile, laugh as often as possible. Woo!
yeah,
But I be
no.
preaching to myself as well. When I be on the break, I be preaching to myself because
It's
sometimes I feel
inspiration.
myself, like I need a woosah. And then I think
Hmm.
about what I say on the radio about live life to the fullest and do not let no one steal your joy, your peace, your happiness. Like that's not the purpose why we're here. So yeah. Guys, thank y'all so much for watching tonight. Appreciate you each and every Tuesday and Thursday. Tangy Tea of Life is being brought to you by Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica. Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Join us tomorrow night, ladies, men as well. I have a lot of men that's coming to my McLeod classes on Sundays. I'm thankful for that. So I'm telling you, my workout is for women and men. Okay. But yeah, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Also Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. BA Gary Gym in Darlington. $5 per class, and you gonna get a great workout. What right, Victor?
That is a great workout, and you will get your money's worth 10 times over.
Thank you. You will be sweating, but you're gonna feel good after the fact. Thank you, Karen. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you would like to be a guest on the show, if you have a topic suggestion, uh, email letter, tangyteaoflife@gmail.com, or you can leave it right here in our inbox, Tangy Tea of Life. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on YouTube as well. Thank you for Team WBLS radio station, New York. I know you got to get on the road. We appreciate you, my brother.
Hmm.
Be safe. My brother Victor, of
Hey,
course.
all you opinionated women out there, you there's always another slot somewhere on this side at the bottom. Hey, let your
That's
voice be heard and come on camera and speak that stuff. We want to
exactly.
hear from some of y'all.
You
Oh
are
yeah.
welcome
Oh,
to
let
come
me give
on.
a shout out, happy belated birthday to our sister who did come on the last time that did come on was Sister Emily. Her birthday, I believe, was Sunday. So happy belated birthday,
Happy
sister.
birthday.
Happy belated birthday, Emily.
Hmm.
Yes. Once again, thank y'all so much. We are getting out of here. Have a blessed night. Enjoy your night, your Wednesday, and God willing, we will check y'all out here Thursday.
Rub your hands. Come on, get some heat. You ain't no good, Veronica.
You gonna leave us hanging?
No, I'm waiting. She said she ain't say good. She said good night yet.
8 p.m. Thursday, guys. Have a
She
great night.
buenas noches.